Here we are, Bayside, Queens. Middle to high class, upper middle class area. Homes here go for over 1 million single family homes. This is Queens, and one of the outside counties of New York City, Brooklyn, Queens. Blah 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 blah. Not to bore you with a geography lesson of Bayside, but we're along the LIE going west, and that, my friends, going west,
1/4 mile, turn left on Bell Boulevard,
goes to Manhattan. But we're approaching Bell Boulevard, and we will be making a left. And well, Bayside, upper middle class, homes well over
turn
1 million
left at the traffic light
for single family. And it's made some news recently here. It's made some news. And when I think about this, I'm like, how am I gonna properly name this video?
arriving at 6124 Bell Boulevard on the right.
So we're arriving at 6124 Bell Boulevard. And why, you may ask, is this such a point of interest for me? Well, Bayside and Ron Jeremy, not the Ron Jeremy from the sitcom, but adult film star Ron Jeremy made the news. He was trending on Twitter, and I was thinking to myself, why was Ron Jeremy Bayside trending on Twitter? And well, this what brings us to Bayside and Bell Boulevard, Ron Jeremy. This is how it's all connected. This is the tree that Ron Jeremy wants to be saved. It's he's trying to save it. Con Edison Parks Department of New York looks like they want to get rid of it, cut it down. But the problem why it hasn't been is because there's some wiring involved, and that's how Con Edison is obviously involved. And this tree is special to him because when he was a kid, right when he was born, early 50s, his father had planted the tree. That has been in front of his house ever since. Which actually here in Queens, at least in Queens anyway, the tree is usually considered city property. So I don't know. I'm surprised that when he planted the tree, in my opinion anyway, after it started growing, that the city didn't cut it down even then, at that point. So it's made the local news. It's made national news on Twitter. Not that Twitter is usually a source of information, but there it was on Twitter. And this is actually right in front of Ron Jeremy's house, 6124. That was his house with the white car. Public information. He basically tweeted it out. He was near. He actually handcuffed or strapped himself to this tree. That's how important it is to him. How symbolic. So what shall we name this video? Save Ron's Wood. Tree, that is. So that's the tree that his father planted for him. That's his childhood home. And this is his childhood neighborhood. Let's take a little bit of a drive here. Imagine if you were walking down the neighborhood and bumped into Ron Jeremy. What would you say? Would you shake hands? Well, I mean, now in this socially distant era, shaking hands might not be appropriate anyway, but would you still give the old little elbow bump? So as of this filming, the 23rd of May, the tree still stands. That's the house again. It's going down Bell Boulevard, which is the main boulevard here. You know, that makes sense. One of the main boulevards of Bayside. So, you know, as you could see, yeah, a lot of homes. These are, you know, these homes were probably still, you might be saying to yourself, oh, they look small. What, 1,200, 1,300, 1,500 square feet? Well, yeah, but you know what? They're still going for $1 million. They are still going for $1 million. This is a block on 73rd Avenue, about 2 blocks away from the childhood home of Ron Jeremy, which you guys seen. Rainy day, that doesn't stop us, right? Nothing's gonna stop us now. Alright, on 73rd. Give me here. I could picture, yeah, this is probably where you would go, do you? So when the local paper asked about the status here of the Norwood maple tree, because that was a maple tree for all you tree enthusiasts, a park spokesman said the department's foresters inspected the tree earlier this month and found that it was in poor condition, with less than half of its canopy remaining. The few branches that are left are likely to fall, but the spokesman said there is no immediate safety threat. Quote, "We appreciate Mr. Jeremy's personal attachment to the tree in front of his childhood home. Our city's trees are not just environmental assets, they can also help us connect us to our roots, reminding us of the people and places we love." The parks, though, the spokesperson said that Con Edison will provide clearance prior to the tree's removal because some branches are close to the power line, which you guys have seen. So no word, definitely, as to the status of the tree as we continue down the streets. These are co-ops here of Bayside. But save Ron's wood tree. I don't think Ron Jeremy needs any pointers on how to save his wood. But his tree. Call, tweet at Con Edison. That would be nice. Let's make that happen. Going up again on Bell Boulevard. Just gonna look at a couple more homes here on the side streets here. Oh, you can see how the neighborhood is. Pretty well-to-do neighborhood. There's a nice park up on the right there. Nice ball field, rather. And park. Not too far away from Mr. Jeremy's house as we pull over here. Now, this could have been a park where, you know, Ron Jeremy You know, probably played sports. I'm sure he did. And then play with play with other things. Anyway, all right, I gotta go. I had fun making this video. Tweet at Con Edison, save the tree, save Ron's wood. I had fun making this video. All right. See you in the next one. Take care. As we depart from Bayside.